subways, sketching people all over the place. His comedy album, See Something, Say Something, now available on iTunes. Guys, how's it going so far? So far, so good. All right, sounds really good. We're going to keep the show rolling right along. This next act on the stage, super funny, wears great shirts, start clapping right now. It's very funny. Pete Burdett!
Yeah! Thank you very much, guys. Keep it going for your host, Abby, huh? What a crowd. Thank you so much, guys, for coming out. Where are you folks from? Okay, great. It's just, when you see a shirt like this, you almost have to expect that kind of intro. Abby mentioned my shirt. You know, you gotta excuse the way I'm dressed. I just got off my shift at Trader Joe's. I had to rush right over there. So, thank you very much. Honestly, I wear these shirts. It's like a little kind of throwback to my favorite comedians, like maybe like Robin Williams back in the day, or Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy. Any Fluffy? Yeah, there you go. And unfortunately, in the last 2 years with the pandemic and the civil unrest and everything, my shirt is now associated with, white supremacy. So unfortunately, I went from Fluffy to Proud Boy. It's not going well. It's not a good look for comedy. Some rooms, I guess. Guys, I'm in a great mood. It's a lot of stuff going on. We got talking about World War III, right? That's on deck. I start off fun, right? I like to start off with the light topics here. I still haven't. I gotta binge watch World War II. I still gotta get through that. Thank you. Yes. Guys. I grew up in Queens, New York. Grew up in the '80s. It was a different time back then. The only people who got laid back then were the long big hair, the acid wash jeans, the jelly bracelets, and that was just the guys. That was I was a young guy. When you're young, your dick's always hard, right? But and then I grew up in a time where like some of the guys with the long hair look hotter than the girls. It was a confusing time. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. It's a tough time to be a comedian, older comedian who's been vaxxed. I don't know if you saw that lady the other day, the clip of the female comic. She was, hey, I got triple vax, and boom, right on her ass. She collapsed on stage. One of my favorites, Bob Saget. It turns out, right, we all love Bob Saget, America's Dad, right? Turns out he caused of death, he collapsed, hit his head. I don't want to make jokes about it, because I don't want to make any cracks. Okay, that was a long way to go for a mediocre pun. I get it. But like I said, you gotta expect the dad jokes. Is it just me, or is it a little stuffy in here? Is it, or is it just my high blood pressure? I don't know. Who knows? Nurse, be on alert. I might collapse. I got the vax. I was a little. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was a little hesitant, but once I got it, I felt like a new man. And by that, I mean I'm sterile. All the conspiracies you read are true. Nick was talking about kids. I'm not married. For some reason, I just couldn't find a woman who wanted to support my dream of being a professional comedian. It's weird, right? It's hard to believe, right? Anyway, I was like, kids. I don't know. I don't think there's too many kids who dream of, having a father who, is like 50 and lives with 10 roommates. Could be me. And, mom has to teach you how to play baseball. It's a lot. It's a lot, you guys. Excuse me. I was like last month, I saw like a bunch of people, like the QAnon folks met, down in Washington. No, I'm sorry, Dallas. They waited overnight to see if JFK Jr. was going to return. That's like a little crazy to wait overnight. I waited like half an hour. And that was about it. Thank you. This is going great. I'm sweating up here. Usually you sweat when you're like, it's not going well, and this is nice here, so forgive my sweating here. I guess I really am a sweaty old hack. Wow. Go figure. We got the Super Bowl coming up. Any football fans in the room?
Yeah.
Okay, one. This is you. This is for you, buddy. This is for you, guy. You know, I like the Packers. You know, the Bears, Cowboys. You guys remember Oilers? I'm sorry, that's actually just my search history on RedTube. So anyway, I don't know football. I go for the snacks, as you can see. I put on my pandemic 50. You know, speaking of the pandemic, you know, it was a tough time to date. You know, I went on a socially distanced date. Anybody do this? You go take a walk to the park? Yeah. Well, anyway, that was like a thing, right, for a minute. I took a nice walk to the park. Nice lady I had a crush on. I mean, she didn't know I was there, but still counts, right? Still counts. Oh my gosh. You know, I lost my apartment. You know, I had to move in with my mother. I'm just, you know, it's going okay so far. I mean, the other seniors at the nursing home, they seem to like me. You know? I mean, all right, going to sleep at 4:45 p.m. every night, that's a little weird. I'm still getting used to that, guys. But other than that, it's going fantastic. It's going great. Man, what else is going on, guys? You know, I mean, you know, this Dr. Fauci, right? You know, to get a little topical. I mean, this guy, like, you know, every time he gives good news, it's followed by bad news. I mean, can I do a little impression right now? Yes, this is my Dr. Fauci. This is my doc. Okay, folks, the good news is we're turning a corner with COVID. However, around that corner is more COVID. That's my Anthony Fauci, Boy, oh boy. But I tell you guys, it's rough, you know. You know, not, like I said, we're talking about World War, you know. I mean, it reminds me when I was a kid, like I said, back in the 80s, you know, back then my two biggest fears were, you know, nuclear war with Russia, right? And losing my virginity. And as it turns out, still my two biggest fears. Huh? That's great. Wow, I'm really sweating.